Honorable Premier, Mr. Albert Snowy, Managing Director of Svitzer Americas, Acting Director of Shipping Registry, Captain Bala, Dean Louis of HLSCC, and Captain Cherry, Head of the Marine Studies Program at HLSCC, aspiring seamen, ladies and gentlemen of the media, good afternoon and welcome. My name is Malvin Brathwaite. I am the Assistant Secretary here in the Premier's office, and I am charged this afternoon. I've been asked by my PS to chair this program, this ceremony. So I want to welcome you, and it is expected to be a brief ceremony, but nonetheless, we thought it was very important to use this positive outcome to update you, the media, and by extension, the community about the progress that is being made in shipping and maritime services in the territory's economy. Particularly over the last year, I think you would be aware that there are a number of important outcomes that have happened, and we continue to make progress, and this afternoon is a fine example of that. So, without getting too much into the details, I think once you listen to the Premier and at the end of the program, you will be clear that the dots connect, and in fact, the maritime industry is progressing in fine fashion. So, Honorable Premier, I will call on you to make your remarks.
I'd like to say a pleasant good afternoon to Mr. Bala from Shipping Registry and Mr. Snowy. Also to the members of the press, and of course the two young men who are here with us today. Mr. Albert Snowy, Managing Director of Svitzer America, Acting Director of the Shipping Registry, Captain Bala, Dean Louis, Captain Sherry, Head of the Marine Studies Program at HLSCC. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, good afternoon. Let me first express my thank you to all of you for being here this afternoon, and further to the Acting Director of the staff of the Shipping Registry, along with the Ministry, for the work they continue to do on behalf of my government and the people of this territory. This afternoon, we're here to follow up on what is evidence of the continuous progress of the Shipping Registry and the wider maritime administration regime has steadfastly continues to make. So one of our primary natural resources, the sea, could realize its abundant potential for the people of this territory. It was sometime in August last year that they first welcomed Svitzer America as a new corporate citizen in the BVI. At that time, I was pleased to see that they come off of the territory's newly established status as a Category 1 shipping registry within the Red Ensign Group. Svitzer company affiliated with Maersk, one of the largest global shipping conglomerates, had chosen the BVI as a place of operation and as a registry of choice where many of its vessels will be registered. I'm aware and I'm pleased that since the time Svitzer America has gone even further and has been working closely with institutions such as the Shipping Registry and the H. David Historical Community College to hire and train young and aspiring seamen to work with the company on board their vessels. I also understand that what makes this an even more momentous occasion is the fact that these newly minted seamen are amongst the first to be able to take advantage of the territory's new status as a jurisdiction that has an improved medical doctor in the person of Dr. Trotman Hastings at People's Hospital, who can now issue medical certificates for seafarers. This is indeed good news and progress befitting our territory, which has a maritime history of inherent depth. That means that all seamen can go get the medical certificates right here in the BVI and be cleared to take up their post immediately, particularly in this case with Svitzer America. I look forward to continued progress in the marine sector as we go forward. It is an area of great potential for our economy. Vigilance is a motto, and our marine reserves should continue to produce limitless opportunities in the foreseeable future. I do understand that there are 4 young men who have undergone the training, but only 2 are here today. Your colleagues are coming at some point. And I congratulate you.
So I will call on Captain Bala, who is the acting director of the shipping registry, to give us some remarks on this occasion.
It's indeed a very momentous occasion here. There are several firsts here. This is the first time a company like an international company with about 400 tugs, they have come to BVI and set a shop, and they have started or wanting to recruit people from here. So that's the first. It bodes very well for us, for these young men, because at a later stage they are going to be the ones who will provide us with the maritime expertise. And I heard from Mr. Snowy that if they continue, then sky is the limit for them. They can become masters of the vessel, gather a lot of maritime experience, and then come and share it with us, maybe in the Virgin Island Shipping Registry or elsewhere, wherever they choose to be. So this is a very momentous occasion for these young people. The second thing is that we saw an opportunity. Mr. Snowy was sitting in my office. We were just talking, and he was telling me how difficult it was to recruit people. So we helped him out, and we arranged meetings, etc. And one of the first things that we found was that we had to get some courses going, some fresh new courses, because the kind of persons that are required to go on board the tugs, they need specialized courses. So with the help of the HLSC and Dean Lewis, great cooperation and help, and Captain Cherry, who formulated the course, we sat down together and created a course. So this is the first time the industry has participated. They have told us what they need, and we have sat down with the HLSC and we have prepared a course. And this is also the first time that the Virgin Island Shipping Registry has approved such a course for the. And I think this trend, if it goes on, then we will be able to serve the people. We can ask the industry, what kind of courses that you want, what kind of skills do you want in this country, and then we can work with HLSC together and we can create such courses. So this bodes very well for this one. The very important thing which took us a few months to do was, once we have the trained sailors, we have to make sure that there are 2 important aspects. One, they should be qualified. The second thing, they should be medically fit. So it is absolutely important that they are medically fit, because when you go out to sea for many miles from shore, there is no doctors available. So you have to be in the finest of health. So we've got this ENG1, the UK medical seafarers medical fitness certificate issued from the Peebles Hospital. That's a very great achievement, because it's a very highly respected medical certificate, valid across the world. Okay, the nearest one here is in Fort Lauderdale or Trinidad, the doctor who can give. So right here we have it in our Peebles Hospital. So I've spoken to the industry; they are delighted about it. So this is also the first time. So there are many firsts here. So today what we are going to do is, in that blue bag out there, we have got the ENG1, the first medical certificate that is going to be issued. Then the course, the course that was carried out in the deckhand safety course that was formulated by Captain Cherry and his team in HLSSC, as well as there was a Svitzer's own safety course. So it was a combined course. The stakeholders and the college together, they have combined and produced a course. So that certificate for that, and also the basic certificates. So, and one good news for the candidates here is it's all paid for by Svitzer. So that's good news for them. And I'm very pleased that this is happening, and we are looking forward to more. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Captain Bala. I think he described what it is when government and the private sector work in partnership very well together. And today we are seeing good results from that. So I think now we will call on Mr. Snowy, the head of Svitzer America, here in the BVI and the Americas, to give us some remarks.
I'm not that old, but I still have to write things down because I forget easily. But anyway, I'm very pleased that the Honourable Premier made some time available in his busy schedule to be here today. Really showing to us that the government is supporting development of young professionals, and that's very much appreciated. So almost a year ago, Svitzer came to the territory, and we started our office over there. And since in that year, a lot has happened. We have a fully up and running office now, and we manage a lot of ship management activities in the Caribbean, but also in the rest of the Americas, from Canada to Chile. We brought some of our vessels on the BVI registration, and we have built on strong ties with the local commercial community, business community, and we're working very close together with a lot of companies here. And then now we're at the point that we start employing young seafarers from the BVI and employ them on our vessels. So that's the next step for us. And the project to prepare these young BVI Islanders for the job was realized together with VISR, the shipping register, of course the school, the nautical college, and also the People's Hospital. As Captain Bara just explained, that they need to be medically certified before they can go out. So what we did in the last couple of months, we developed some training programs at the school and within our company. The required certification was issued by the shipping registry. The recognized medical examination program was set up by People's Hospital. And of course there was the training of the candidates itself. And all these things show the close collaboration between the various components of the society, which resulting in delivering qualified individuals with a guaranteed job and ready to start a career. Personally, for me, it's a very special project, and I'm pretty enthusiastic about it, because I myself started as a deckhand as well, a long time ago. And in the years I was on the fleet, I worked myself up through the ranks. Then I came to the shore, and I obtained various management positions within the maritime industry. And now I'm very excited that these young men are more or less at the point where I started 30 years ago. And as Svitzer, we are certainly committed to support them as good as we can, to give them all the opportunities within the company. And in case they proved, of course, to be dedicated employees. However, making yourself a success is something you have to do by yourself. And I can give you a little bit of advice, which is, that remember working hard and be keen to learn. That will bring you far in life. That's also the case here. And I truly hope that you guys will be successful. But your success will also become my success if one day you will take over my position over here. That really proves that you guys can do it, and that the charity can stand on its own without bringing people in from abroad. So good luck with it.
Thank you, Mr. Snowy. I think the young gentleman can listen to those encouraging words from a deckhand to head of company. So it is there, the example is here for you to see, and the opportunity is before you. So I think with those remarks, we will now go to the handing of the certificates. We will ask, as you can see, there are only two of the gentlemen here, but we will ask that the Honorable Premier stand, and we will hand the certificates to the two gentlemen that are present. The first gentleman that we'll call is Mr. Ezra King. Mr. Barrett Scott Jr. The other two persons, Mr. Javier D. Smith and Mr. Keroy Frank, have not been able to be with us, but they too will be a part of this program we anticipate going forward. We need to pay particular recognition to the college, who were not at the podium today, but they have worked in partnership with us, with Mrs. Snowy Svitzer and Virgin Islands Shipping Registry, to make sure that we have the gentlemen trained and ready to go aboard the vessels. And as we know, the college is working on a continuous basis to produce qualified seafarers from within the territory. So we should pay particular recognition to HLSCC. I think at this point we will bring the ceremony to an end, and we want to thank you all for coming. We look forward to the continued progress of the maritime administration sector in the Virgin Islands, as the Premier said, and thank you again for coming.